once at a Knockem Did Comedy murder mystery show. Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And, of course, some music. Knockem Did Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
You have a great night or what? Good.
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knockem Did Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
Had an awesome time.
All right. You had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
Fundraisers, private parties, corporate events, restaurants, and more. Contact Knockem Did Comedy for your event today. What will you expect?
Conversation with me in your head because I didn't.
No, I did. I told you.
Hear any of this. This is all like completely new stuff. So weirdo. I feel like you need to move over more because the thing's right in your face. $10 seconds.
This is Gov's Radio.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Did Comedy Radio Show, coming at you live from Governor's Comedy Club, the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. Thanks for joining us this morning. govsradio.com is the website. You can see our show there live right now.
And you are watching Gov's Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent. Hi, I'm Danny Bonaducci.
Okay. Okay, we'll just do that for now.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by the Roslyn Social, North Shore's premier rooftop lounge, located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. Give them a call, 516-801-4963, and say hi to Nick. Fantastic food, great atmosphere, just a great time all around. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on...
This is Ruth Buzzy, and I'd like you to know how much I love the Knockem Dead Radio Show coming to you live on govsradio.com. Oh, you make me laugh. You really do. Oh, please. I can't do this anymore.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sallie on the Knockem Dead Radio Show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie. Hey, how do you say?
Hey, Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus, and...
3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first, behind the bag, it gets through Buckner, here comes Knight, and the Mets win it!
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, that Knockem Dead Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warm up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
Hi, everybody. It is Friday. Yay, it's October 29th. It's Halloween. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show, coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club right here in Levittown. The place where you can see some great shows this weekend. That guy is playing here this weekend.
The one with the thing.
Jeez, I forgot his name. No, Vic was last week. Kelly? Bob Kelly?
It is Bob Irish.
Bob Kelly. Chris Monte's over at the McGuire's this weekend. This guy right here is at McGuire's this weekend. Tonight. Headlining.
Oh.
What? I'm going with headlining because I think that's what you are.
Neil just convinced me that it's okay. I feel uncomfortable.
No. Go to govs.com to check out the full schedule for all the clubs. The Governors in Levittown, Brokerage of Belmore, McGuire's in Bohemia. Govs.com. Go to knockemdeadcomedy.com and share this. It's right above my head. Please share this show on all your social media pages. Share it all over the place. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows here at Govs Comedy Club Podcasts. We've changed the name. And look who's here. Look
Hi.
who's here. Yay!
Hi.
Our old pal Neil Rubenstein is in town, and we're happy he's here. It's good to see him.
Thank you so much for inviting me on.
Oh, my pleasure, man. It's really good to see you. We've missed you.
I miss Sallie. I wish she was
Yeah,
here.
we all miss Sallie.
No offense
Just-
to Andrew, but
Nobody's tuning in to see.
I got no
us.
tits.
Yeah. Right.
well,
Well, just not as big as hers, which nobody has.
that's not the.
Even for a dude, I'm flat
You guys,
chested.
are, you guys are making it.
For a board, I'm
You guys are
flat.
making it weird for me.
Well,
This feels good.
Speaking of weird, sorry. So catch us up. What the hell happened to you?
Well, I moved.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, why not?
Oh,
First of all,
Oklahoma.
yeah.
Is the place.
Listen, whatever anybody thinks of it, they're wrong. It's awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Where in Oklahoma are you?
And it's like the next one. Because, like, all the new communities, like, if you drive through the new developments,
Yeah.
it's all, like, California plates and Texas plates. Like,
Right.
people are getting it.
So
People
it's
are
like
starting to
North
figure it out.
Carolina for us New Yorkers.
It's like Charlotte, yeah. But
Right.
yeah.
It's like the Midwest,
It's the next one, yeah.
North
Austin
Carolina.
popped, Nashville popped. Like, you're gonna see.
Where
you're
in
gonna see
Oklahoma
people.
are you?
I'm right in Oklahoma City.
Okay, that
Yeah,
my
yeah.
uncle is there. He teaches at Oklahoma City College or
Oh, really?
something like that. Yeah, acting.
Cool. I know him.
But all right. So how did you? Were you performing there? And you're like, wow, I love this place.
Right. Okay.
Where to start?
Yeah, starting a long time ago. Touring buddies are from there, and I became friends with some guys from there. I guess so the All American Rejects.
Oh yeah.
So I worked with a band that I worked with this band Motion City Soundtrack. They opened for All American Rejects. We became really good friends. We did a band together. Me and two of the guys and one of the guys from Motion City did a band together, and we would go in. So Mikey from the Rejects lives in Edmond, which is like the north suburb, like just
Right.
like the Bronx, like
Okay.
just right bumped up to it. And we all went out. When we would write, record, or tour, we would go there to rehearse for like a week or whatever.
Right.
So I fell in love then, like 04, 05. Like I was like, this is my kind of city. It's very Long Island. But
Really?
Like, yeah, but like without the pretense. Like
Or beaches.
Yeah.
there's no beach, but there's like a giant lake in the middle of the
Right,
city. Like
right,
it's
right.
not.
No, I lived in North Dakota for a few years, so
It's not as landlocked as North Dakota, and we have a port. Like it's a real place with real
Right.
stuff, but it's very Long Island in like a lot of ways. But then like, you know how Long Island. No offense.
Look how fast he turned.
again,
Everyone thinks everyone.
no offense.
Everyone on Long
No offense.
Island is like, we're cool because Manhattan's right there.
Right.
And it's like, well, you go. You're like, oh, no, the traffic. I can't. Whatever.
Yeah.
Who's got the time? And you're like, well, what about the train? You're like,
This
"Ah, it's
is
like
New
$35."
York.
Yeah.
You're like, when's the last time you were in the city?
yeah, you just drove to your
Oh,
gym and back.
Sixth
7
grade
days.
when they made us go to Romeo and Juliet at the Lincoln Arts Center.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's Long Island without that attitude. It's really it.
So
Like, so-
what do you guys point at? Do you? Like I can't even think of a town to mention. Like so
Tulsa.
Like, so yeah, Tulsa,
So-
baby. Like even though you're in Oklahoma City, like I mean,
Oh, so it's like the wait. What do you mean?
I don't know.
You mean like
He just started
what's, like,
talking.
our cool city?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're our
Oklahoma
cool
City is the cool
That's what
city?
he's saying.
City.
That's what he's saying. Is that it's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be the next one that
Well, I got that right.
Yeah,
okay,
it's
but
a
that's the
secret for
place.
sure.
mid
Oh,
by
okay.
Midwest. The mid by Midwest.
It is mid by Midwest.
But isn't that where all the not Mormons, the like the Osmonds and all the what's the religion out there?
No, that's Utah. Oh my.
Oh, Utah.
God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm completely. I'm
my God,
completely
he's-
ignorant to this area. I
Wasn't one of
I
the
admit that.
That's
wasn't
a
one of the
different area.
the trivia questions like about like how many people can identify America on a map?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
it's a
that-
small number.
Only well, no, actually, only 14% of Americans cannot pick out America on a map.
Cannot.
Cannot. I was happy the
can
number
pick out
was low.
America.
Yeah.
But once you're in America, like people.
Oh, I
are
can
like,
do that. I can do that. I can tell you what state is what. I can. But what goes on in those states, I'm bad. I have no idea.
I was quizzed the other day. I can name 145 of the 190 countries in the world.
Oh, nice. Look at
Wow.
you.
I'm
I
impressed.
wouldn't even try that.
Yeah, yeah.
I would like to try that. That's fun. I used when I was in elementary school. I used to be able to name all the capitals.
I
now-
did that too. So I just did a long drive with a buddy,
Yeah.
and we were just like back and forth the whole trip.
Did you
Was
just
like-
do the
I did the
Animaniacs song?
Oh no, no.
They have a song where they name the capital?
They name all of the countries of the world. Well,
Well, at the
all of the
time-
countries in the world in 1990.
Yeah, so
Wow.
a significant fewer amount.
Right.
Probably
It's
like
Czechoslovakia
160.
is there,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you don't
yeah.
have like the 4 or 5 countries.
There's no
from,
South Sudan. There's no Bosnia and
no
Herzegovina.
North Macedonia.
I don't know what Herzegovina would rhyme with. There's a couple of added stands. Yeah, so Oklahoma City, man. I love it. Yeah, it's great.
Very cool.
And you've been there how long now? When did you go?
Well, I
almost a year.
left Long Island in May.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
And you were like a vagabond for a while there, weren't you?
Yeah, I was just on the road, just doing shows, and an occasional open mic. But yeah, a lot, like just trying to do as many shows as possible, getting in as
Right.
many clubs, and
And you're still doing that. You're
Yeah,
just
I'm still
all
doing that.
over the freaking place. That was actually one of the things I was going to ask you. Like, how do you even pick Oklahoma City when you're not really there?
well,
It's kind of the
You've
middle.
really been
it
all
looks
over the
like.
place.
In a way, it's kind of the
it's
middle.
great location.
Right.
It's 40 goes right through it, and 35 goes right through it.
Oh, there you go.
So it's the main north, like, and then 70 to 44, like.
Because
whatever.
even though
if you know
Kansas,
interstates, like it's the big one.
and even though Kansas is the geographical center of the United
Yeah.
States, fuck Kansas.
Yeah, well,
That's terrible.
I don't have beef with Kansas either. Yeah, the geographical middle is Kansas, and then the I guess it wouldn't be chronological, but like the Omaha, Nebraska is like I think it's like 21 hours from Miami, 21 hours from Seattle, 21 hours from Boston, 21 hours from LA.
Well, that's
It's
from
like,
all the train and from back in the
yeah.
day with the trains and everything, and
Yeah,
that's why
so
Omaha stakes
is
that
the-
because
yeah.
all the refrigerated cars would, yeah.
But Oklahoma's like pretty close. Like it's
Right.
pretty close and super close to Austin.
Wow.
And and then the other major thing is so there's 2 major clubs in Oklahoma City. There's the Looney Bin, which is it's a chain of 4. It's Arkansas, it's Little Rock, Tulsa, OKC, and Wichita, and then there's Bricktown, which is a chain of 4 right now: Tacoma, Spokane, Skyline, in Appleton, Wisconsin, and Bricktown. But they're opening like 4 more right now. Like they
wow.
Yeah.
already own the properties for 4 more: Louisville, Fort Wayne, Tulsa, somewhere else. And I'm already in at the Looney Bin.
Cool.
Like, to the point where they treat me like, if I show up at the open mic, oh, Neil, hop up, do some time.
Cool.
If I show up at the, so I have some, like, I don't host really very often. And I got an opportunity to host for, like, I'm going out with Chelsea Lynn, Trailer Trash Tammy.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
I got it. I'm hosting for her for a couple weeks, and I haven't hosted it in forever. So I emailed the booker, Looney Bin, hey, do you have any host spots this weekend? And he was like, yeah, come. So they treat me like,
The way you
Like
deserve
they
to be
care,
treated.
yeah.
I always,
no,
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
way you deserve to be.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So-
No, that's awesome.
So that was a big deciding factor. It's like, well, I have work already. I know, plus there's a big film and TV thing in Oklahoma City now.
There is?
Yes.
Reservation
It's-
Dogs is filmed there. Stillwater, that Matt Damon movie's there.
Yeah.
Coppola. Some famous guy. He just did a movie there.
Francis Ford Coppola?
There's a lot of stuff going on there. And then also, like, the big arena, the Zoo Amphitheater. Like, there's tons of
Venue.
that. And then also, ESPN's there all the time because of OU and OSU
Right.
and Tulsa and the Red River rivalry or whatever. There's,
Yep.
So, like, there's tons of production. Like, my first weekend off at home, I was able to get a gig with ESPN working for, like, and then my next weekend home without work. I've only had 2 weekends off since moving. Well, since, like, April, really. And the first weekend off, I was able to get a gig with ESPN, and the second weekend off, I was able to get a gig at the zoo. There was like having me 2 shows that week, so it's just like there's tons of work. There's not. It's like maybe 750,000 people, but it's like the urban sprawl is sick. Like it's huge. Like it could take like, you could go 45 minutes from top to bottom.
So it's sort of like
no traffic.
It's like that LA feel of like that you have to have a car to get around.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But rumor has it they're putting in a light rail, and there's buses like downtown. There's like
right.
You could, if you had to, you could manage. My friend's a principal at a.
Oh my God! It is like being on Long Island.
Yeah,
really,
for sure.
if you have to.
My friend's a principal at a elementary school in like the bad neighborhood, and all those kids are public transportation kids.
Right.
So it's doable. It's just.
Oh my God! That is a terrible area.
This is probably DJ D-Love on the phone.
You sure it's not a...
You're live on the air. Who's this?
It's Scream.
Yeah.
It's Scream calling. Wow. Well, you fooled me yesterday. You're not fooling me today there, DJ D-Love.
It's not Dennis Murphy. It's not DJ. It's Scream.
Oh, wait a minute. Now this is the real Scream?
That's right, it's Scream.
Oh, my God. Scream, are you outside the building? Are you going to kill me, Andy, and Neil?
Please.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to kill you guys today.
But don't damage any major organs.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Sallie
kill
needs my vertebrae.
Yeah, so just cut Andy from cut Neil from below the neck because Sallie needs the neck.
No,
I'm useless because I'm
going
diabetic and everything. So
No,
nobody's going to want
I'm going
my
after
pieces.
I'm not going after you guys. I'm going after Don Silk.
You're going after Don Silk. Well, Don Silk's not here, so we're safe because Don's not here. So.
How about Jeff Bosley? Is he safe?
No, Jeff Bosley did too. He's a loser too.
Don Silk is Little Mike Piazza.
Yes. All right. So you're looking for Don Silk. He's not here. So are you out somewhere else looking for him, or you're going to kill us?
I'm looking for everywhere for him right now. I'm looking for him.
To quote
I'm
Tommy
gonna kill him so
Chong.
bad.
To quote Tommy Chong, Don's not here, man.
Don's not here, man.
He actually got him to say it.
That was awesome. Yeah. All right. So Scream. Good luck finding Don, and have a great weekend.
Guess what? Don't I got you again, sucker.
You got me again, DJ. Son of a bitch. You always get me.
I'm always getting you all the time, Joey. What's going on, buddy?
How are you, pal? All right?
So does
Yeah,
this
I'm good. I
count
can't
as
wait to see
like
you tomorrow,
community
buddy.
service?
Pretty much.
Yes.
Hey, Joey, me and you sit
We'll
next-
sign your
guess what?
papers.
Me and you sit next tomorrow.
What'd you say, DJ?
I said tomorrow. Me and you sit next together tomorrow.
We're sitting next to each other?
Yep.
Well, I think Tony's performing.
Yeah, I'm performing. So you'll be sitting at a table watching, and I'll be performing. So we're not sitting next
I
to each other.
know.
All right, but I'll come say hi to you, but we're not going to be sitting next to each other.
Comedy or Knockem Dead?
I
know that.
Well, Knockem Dead comedy.
But you
I
have
know,
to
I'm
stand
joking.
up,
It's a
right?
joke.
No, they're mutually exclusive.
You want ready? Ready? I'm gonna make sure. Yeah, so I'm just right now. I'm just chilling right now, telling him about ordering me some bagels and stuff like that.
All right, very nice. You enjoy your bagels, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, like I should have a rap for the. I got a rap for the again, guys.
Oh, I thought you had to go because you're getting bagels. You want to rap for us? Go ahead.
This is a bagel
Yeah.
wrap.
A bagel
But tonight
wrap.
I'm going. Listen, tonight I'm going to the skates and have a good time. I got to tell you all, you guys, come outside and see me at the skate place tonight.
Skate
DJ
place?
I don't know. I'm going to dress up tonight. We're going to come and see me. But, man,
Skate place?
Man, I'm just chilling.
This is a loose
All right, see you guys later,
interpretation of
suckers.
the term rap.
Yes.
Freestyle.
Yes.
Freestyle.
This is the pros.
It's a free style.
This
It's
is
like
a style? Yeah, more of a question at the end.
Yeah.
Pros? This is the pros of rap.
See you guys, suckers.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
sucker.
Yeah,
All right, suckers. All right. I think he was done. I'm not really sure.
I hope.
But DJ D-Love.
We can only hope.
I hope he's done on Earth.
You know, he's a loyal viewer, and he calls in a lot. And
But is he viewing? I don't think he's viewing. I think he just picked the time and called. He has no idea. He's
probably
no idea who's...
could be. He knows we started at 11. He probably just
On
calls.
the YouTube, he had said maybe.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, he is watching on YouTube. Yes, and he calls almost every show that we have here. So that's what you missed. If you were in the studio doing your show, you could have taken
He's calling
his call.
me now.
I wouldn't be surprised.
How'd you get this number?
So is it you? So you've been traveling most of your adult life, whether through music or comedy.
Yeah.
So you know people all over the place are moving.
Yeah.
It's not like you're moving and completely.
I had good friend base there.
Okay.
I was already working the club.
Right.
Yeah. There was it's fine. And go ahead.
Yeah, you're all over the country, right? Which is amazing to me.
Yeah,
and fantastic. Don't get me wrong.
Trying to. I don't know. I feel like I had like a half-assed plan when I went into it. I just wanted to I was on Biden bucks.
Right.
And I was like, let me make the most of it. Like, when am I going to get this opportunity again? It was
Absolutely.
not that I mean, people are like, oh, you're free, you're untethered. Listen, it's not like that, but it was like that was the opportunity. Like, when else am I gonna be able to do this?
No, and that's
And
a great, healthy way to look at it.
Yeah, and things weren't really cranking full volume in New York and Long Island, so it was like,
and other places were.
A lot of other places full. Yeah, like I mean, I went out on the road. The first time I went out on the road post pandemic was October, was Halloween last year. I did Oklahoma City, Tulsa, and Wichita, and Vegas.
Right.
And people were, people were acting like they never even heard of COVID. I was like, you never heard of the best band in the world?
The Beatles. The Beatles.
You
Beatles
never heard of this song?
illness. and it must have. I mean, this is probably a stupid and obvious question, but comedy wise, obviously it upped your game because you're performing all over the place. You're performing constantly.
I still don't feel like I'm as strong as I was March of 2020.
Really?
March of 2020, I had been on stage, 400 sets a year for 5 years.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that Caroline's contest, I was blowing through the competition. Like I was passing auditions left and right. I was winning contests left and right. Like I felt super strong.
Right.
I still don't feel that. I feel more comfortable, but I think that's just because, whatever, 7 years in versus 5 years in or whatever it was.
Right.
But I don't feel like I'm firing as strongly. I feel good. I feel great. Like I'm not like No Room intimidates me.
Right.
Like I'm not like, oh, this is gonna be.
No, but this is like almost like an athletic, like a
Yeah.
you blew out your knee and
that is kind of
and then this is the rehabbing process. You don't feel you're at your 100%.
Yeah, I'm not there yet, but I do think that after this run, so the Tammy dates are and she keeps adding, like they just keep selling out.
Oh, nice.
So the Tammy run, if you include my warm up dates in Tulsa, it's gonna be like 2 shows a night for like almost 2 full weeks. So at the end of that, I think I'll be like,
you're there.
I think I'll be
mostly
as comfortable as I was towards the end of 2019 when I was like, I'll, but we'll see what.
And I noticed the shave and
keeping it
and
fresh
the beard. I've noticed you've.
Dude, can I tell you?
I feel like I'm looking in a mirror.
I didn't want this beard. I wanted my regular big, but just groomed beard.
Yeah.
So the girl that I usually go to on Long Island, she's like
for sex.
No. Though she's well worth it. She's a very attractive lady. That's not what this is about. She does my hair and my beard. And she is so good that she got like a commercial in LA, and she's like, I have to cancel our appointment. I have to go to LA because I'm the best
bitch
beard person in the universe.
Right.
So she's good luck, Jay, whatever the fuck. So I had to go to like this place by us in Oklahoma City, and like the girl did not know what she was doing, and it just
See, there's a reason to stay here right there.
no.
They know beards here on Long Island.
Yeah, they do.
yeah, they know. Yeah, it's very closeted.
A lot of beards here
A lot
on
of
Long
beards,
Island.
100%. What? I like guns.
I voted for Trump.
said all that fun stuff about a woman's body. I love a woman's body. Did you see Girls 5 Eva? Did you ever see that? No. Paula Pell. It's a Peacock show. It's a very Tina Fey styled, right? Very 30 Rock. Like the pace of jokes is so fast. Paula Pell's character is a lesbian, and they have a flashback to when she was 20, and she says, "I love boys and their bodies, how they're flat and have a tube."
That's great.
Has it? And is this your first time back since you left?
Nah, I've been back a couple times.
Yeah.
I came back to get some stuff. September 1st. Irma.
Oh, that's right. That's when you had you had a party and
I had like a going away thing. It was fun. But it was Irma. It was, I couldn't. I wanted to leave that night, and my buddy was like, "No, you're not going anywhere." And it's so funny too. Whatever. I'm gonna do a bit. It was so funny because I left during Irma, and I remember everyone being like, "Oklahoma, aren't you concerned about the tornadoes?" Like as their car floats by. Right. I'm like, I'm a lot more concerned about that. But I came back September 1st, and then I came back for a week in later September. I did like a bunch of, I tried to do all the independent New York City shows that like I had done through the years, like a One Last, like Emily Wilson's show, Ashley Gavin's show, Abby Wishuta's show. It was fun. It was a good week. And then this is the third and final.
Isn't this how Kevin Hart kind of made it? Wasn't he like travel all over the country, just hitting clubs all over the place?
His main thing was that he would come from Philly to New York every day, and he would bust his ass. But yeah, I mean, maybe he did some road stuff too. But it's whatever. It's all comedy is the one thing where it's like you cannot. There's no two people made it the same way.
Right.
You absolutely cannot be like, well, so-and-so got that. Yeah, so-and-so got that and did that. And like this person blew up on TikTok and this person blew up on Vine and this person blew up on YouTube and this person blew up because they opened for whoever the hell. And this, like, and then that's what we're like getting back to like what we were saying off air. Like, that's why like you can't be like, oh, this person's a comedian, this person's not. Because it's like, I don't know, the path that they chose to go might net them the success that they want.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Well, here's where it crosses over into the art kind of aspect. It's like you're kind of you're being yourself, and and you can't be somebody. You can't be somebody else.
Yeah.
You can't do somebody else's path, journey, whatever.
Well, what's like it's like, oh, you want to be the next.
Right.
Nate Bargatze, like, no, I want to be the first Neil Rubenstein.
Yes,
like I want people to be like, oh, you want to be the next Neil Rubenstein? You know what I mean? like I don't like. I mean, when I look at paths, like Nate's is the one that not that I respect the most, but the one that
identify
is so close because it's just stand up,
right? And
it was just stand up. It was just I'm gonna get big doing stand up. I would like that. You know what I mean? Like I don't really. Like I post and stuff on Instagram all the time, but I don't think I don't follow the rules. You know what I mean? Like I don't do like the correct hashtags or the amount a day or the.
Well, it's always changing. First off, to keep up is ridiculous.
Don't ask me to play a game and then not tell me the rules.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I don't care. Whatever.
We're still just figuring it out.
Yeah. So like, I mean, like I find all that stuff fun. Like I like. Making memes and it's a great place to like try a joke out on Twitter. Like I did that the Texas abortion joke, like that was a Twitter joke, and I was like, oh, that seemed to work. Like let me try it on stage, and it did great. And now it's, and you add your cartoons and stuff to it, but I don't know what I was saying.
All right, well, I'll switch gears a second. I'm going to move over to you. Shit. What did I see? Is today your anniversary of your first comedy?
The first show that I did. Yeah. 4 years ago.
So tonight's your 4-year anniversary party.
It is my 4-year anniversary.
That's why you're headlining.
Well, that's it. It's crazy that it worked out that way. Like it's kind of a combination of things. Like I have never wanted to know how many times I've performed. But then there was somebody who had told me when I first started out that you haven't really been doing this until you're not counting how many times you've been up.
That's interesting.
Because you've just been up and you just expect to go up and perform. So I've kind of just like been like, you know what, willful ignorance, not going to count.
Yeah, but I don't count. I just happen to know, like,
Right.
if I look back at a year,
Yeah, but
like,
you can.
I've been up like
you could ballpark
400 times this year. You know what I mean? Like,
right, but the exact because what I found in talking to other people who are at like the open mic level that I'm at is people will be like, oh, I've done 5 shows. I've done 20 shows.
Okay.
Like it's this exact number. There's a certain point where you're not keeping the exact number.
Oh yeah.
So the fact that you know it's 293 is a pure coincidence.
Well, it's
And I don't think
you're like broken inside. So
Yes. Yes.
That's why we're here.
That's yeah.
That's why everyone. Yeah.
This is that moment. Like everybody just key in now. But yeah, this is and that was a Halloween show for Evan Weiss at Shaker's
Pub, yep.
in Bohemia. So
nice.
Yeah.
And now playing right down the road, headlining at McGuire's tonight.
Look at this. It's rags to riches.
Kismet.
Yeah, call it what you will. Serendipity.
Serendipitous.
Kismet. Yeah.
How did the
Pushing 10? Oh, now I'm just naming junk.
How was the Butera contest last week?
It was all right. It sucked to be judging.
Nah.
It was not. But it's because I know everybody that was on. Like I think I would have been all right if I didn't know everybody.
Right. So you knew. So you knew everybody. So that means all the people who didn't win are now mad at you.
No. I think everybody understands because most people have been doing it for a few years now, and they get it. But the disappointment, like the people that I picked were not like the top 2 people were not the person that won. It was actually the third person that I had, and so it was like I could see the pain and the disappointment because one of the people I think kind of and you don't enter a contest without thinking. Like I could win this. I can win this. And so to see the disappointment really kind of sucked.
What was the comedy stand-up contest?
Yeah.
And what was the criteria?
8 minutes. That was pretty much it. Like it was your stage presence, audience reaction to include our own reaction and originality. So, but the guy who won, I think he's fantastic. His name's Alex Bradley. He's a young guy.
Long Island? Does Long Island?
He does now. I think he was in Tennessee or somewhere before this, but he had laryngitis that day. Like, and he incorporated it. It was like the originality. Like he maxed out originality because. I've seen him at mics and whatnot, and he's a very funny dude. And then to be able to use at one point he actually brings up his phone, and I'm like, oh shit, and he goes and he takes the microphone, and he hands his phone to one of the guy in the audience who's closest to him, and he's like, and so the guy's like, Alex is going to do an impression of every president in reverse order, starting with Joe Biden. he ended up just doing mannerisms. Like that's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, that's
that like to have gotten, because he does this funny joke about the theme song to Mike and Molly, and he sings it, and it's because he says like his mom said like, oh, it's a fat shaming song, and he's like I don't know about that, but then I went back and listened to it, and
I mean, it's a fat shaming show.
It's totally right, exactly. So he's like, yeah.
Yo, what if? Hear me out. It's gonna sound crazy, but what if 2 fat people Find love. Hilarious. Green light.
Right.
Because that never happens.
One of his tags is like they could have been they could have just played a tuba, who would have been less fat shaming.
That's great. That's great. Yeah. I remember I posted a while back. I was like bad elevator pitches, and I was like, what if a black family lives near a white family? Wouldn't that be great? It's like 19 shows on CBS is like, what if a white guy and a black guy met each other? I did it for Mr. Mom. I was like, what if the guy does all the lady stuff? Like, what?
See that I always having kids. I always hated when people be like, "Oh, you're doing the Mr. Mom thing." No, I'm the fucking dad thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not doing. There's no Mr. Mom.
I hate when guys talk about their own kids. I got to go babysit.
Yeah,
no. Those are your kids. You're not babysitting your own kids, jerk. Right. Yeah, it used to make me nuts.
Yeah, like, all right, tell my kids I said hi.
Right.
Tell my kids their dad says what's up.
That was a great playground. Was just going over playground insult things.
Who was the comedian? Oh my God, Jonathan Gregory. This guy from Arizona. He's so fucking funny. And he like plays the creep. And he's like, I was at the park the other day, and a lady was like, which ones are yours? And I was like, I haven't decided yet.
That's fantastic.
Fucking great.
And in this day and age, that's guts to play that character now.
He
Yeah,
crushes it.
That's really funny.
But I just the playground thing where my I forget who I was talking to, but I'm like, I remember one of the ones was like, hey, tell your mom to stop wearing different colored lipstick because my dick looks like a rainbow now. Just like in third grade saying that to another kid.
Yeah. You know what I like doing is when I meet young comics, and I'm like, oh, do you know your dad?
That there was a senior master sergeant that I worked under in Korea that he hated me, right? And so we're outside smoking, and he's like, I said something to make him feel like an asshole. I don't even know what it was, but he's like, hey, where are you from? And I'm like, Long Island, New York. He goes, I don't think I ever went up that way. I'm like,
okay.
And I go, were you about to say that you don't know if you could be my fucking father? Like, is that what that? And he's like, oh, no. But it totally was. And I'm like, we'd been on a sandbagging detail, filling sandbags. They grabbed all the airmen. And so we're there, and fucking, the lowest bidder. The bags they got were plastic weave. Woven bags.
Sure.
They used to be like, you think of sandbags, they're like burlap or whatever. Right. This was plastic. So we kept filling them. You get them halfway full, and they would rip.
Right.
They would break right off. So he's like, he was running the operation, and so he sits on the bed of his truck, and he says, well, he lights up a cigarette. We all have a cigarette. He goes, well, what do you suppose the chances are of us double bagging these? And we're all looking at each other. It's all senior airmen. We all live together in the same dorm in Korea. I look at each other and I go, I say if we do it 100%. And they all start laughing. Like, what are the chances? Yes, what are the chances? Like if we do it 100%, we'll do it. Like, this is the dumbest fucking question you can ask. But all of them laughed, and I could tell he didn't understand what I said.
Yeah.
And he's
like, you boys making fun of me with smarts.
Right.
Exactly. And he actually did this whole thing of being like, oh, you're going to be my buddy. We're going to be friends. Like, okay, whatever. And so I got picked for every shit detail in Korea, which I was totally cool with because the master sergeant that they always put in charge, they called him Bazooka Wyatt. He was fucking great. He was just like the coolest master sergeant. He's like, hey, all right, Andy, we got to break down this fucking thing. Get a hammer. All right, man.
You don't seem old enough to have been in the Korean War.
Well, it's still going. Technically, it's still going on.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's anybody who gets stationed there gets a national defense ribbon because it's an ongoing conflict. It's only
Klinger was based on Andy.
Claus. Yeah,
For sure.
yes,
American military. God bless.
we're the best.
Yeah.
I worked in an office, and we had like our office building. When we would play war, you'd go you had to look for UXOs, unexploded ordnance, and you had your chem gear on. You had to play all these things. So we're in this meeting with the lieutenant colonel who ran our team, and he goes, "What do you guys think about if we got some grease paint and grease paint our faces?" And we're all looking at each other, and all it is a fucking parking lot. The building was in a parking lot, and I go, "I don't know, sir. Maybe you can get like asphalt color and white, and it can be like a parking spot like that. I
Put an
look like
arrow
I'm
on your face for a turning lane."
Right, exactly. And he was like, and they all said, like, all the guys started laughing, and he was like, "All right, I get it." It's like, no in the grease paint. Like, no in the grease paint. It'd be ridiculous.
You guys want to wear blackface?
That's right, essentially.
Yeah. What do you guys think about Klan hoods?
Camo face.
Well, we all just wore Klan hoods for a little while. See how that goes.
With the Dracula thing, like I do it on Halloween, so I'll probably do it tonight, which is the you guys do this thing that we don't appreciate, dead face. I don't like it. It's
Don't do dead face.
Hashtag Dead Lives Matter.
So you just sent something interesting to me. I'll probably do it tonight.
Yeah.
You don't have.
You're
You're not already set for tonight?
I have a bunch of I know the big things that I want to do, but there's a bunch of little filler jokes that I don't 100% know.
Oh, my phone's ringing.
Hewlett Bay Park. Robocall.
Can you see what it is? Because my extended warranty is.
Yeah, exactly.
Social Security is calling. They want to help you get your benefit.
I'm always. I love hearing about the prep and different things that that you do to as you're getting ready for a show. I am still new to it. I could probably count
too.
how many shows I've done. Because the murder mysteries you mentioned before. I've been doing that for 25 years, but stand up a year I think, not even, right? So
what's that in pandemic years?
Yeah, well, 3 months.
But I was the one who started it.
Pandemic.
Yeah.
Your first show was supposed to be like the week.
I was the last one to play the brokerage.
It was Sunday night.
I was the last guy to go on at the brokerage. The quarantine started a day or two later. So I killed comedy for a year.
The 15th, March 15th.
Yeah. It was that Sunday, the 9th or whatever it was.
The previous Sunday.
Yes.
The 9th.
Yeah.
Because the 12th was the Oklahoma City game that got canceled. That was that Thursday night.
Well, all right.
14th.
The 12th was where
it was the 15th because and the reason I remember this because my daughter's birthday was 2 days before, and I remember celebrating her birthday on that Friday, performing that Sunday.
Yeah.
So the quarantine must have been that day or the next day.
That weekend was I was supposed to do the Cellar with Sean Donnelly on the 15th.
Yeah, Tony Class show, 15th.
And I got a call at like 4 p.m. that show got canceled, and I was like, God, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And then everything just started getting canceled on me.
I'm the Corona comedian.
Uh-huh.
The Corona of comedy, yeah. Speaking of which, Jeff Bosey's watching. Hi, Jeff. Speaking of Corona and killing comedy, Jeff Bosey's watching. I hope he knows I'm kidding. I did a show with him this past Tuesday night, and he fucking killed it.
Where?
The Lark in Northport.
So
you're familiar with the Lark in Northport?
Brendan Ryan did that show.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he was great. I never met Brian.
Brian's hilarious.
I've heard his name.
Brendan.
Never. What?
Brendan Ryan.
What did I say?
Brian.
Oh, I said Brian. Sorry, I meant
doesn't
Brendan.
matter.
Sorry, it does
It's
matter.
it's taking shortcuts.
I want people to know.
Right,
it's Brendan Ryan, but
he was.
I'm not correcting you. I'm letting the people know.
No, it's cool. I want to be
Brian.
corrected because I want to get it
I'm
right.
not correcting people. I just want the people to know.
I've heard his name
he's a
before,
killer.
probably from you.
He's a killer.
I was laughing my ass off. He was
The
fantastic.
roast battle, he had to roast himself
Well,
last week
there's no
because Andrew Bergen pulled out.
Oh, really?
And so
that's funny. Andrew Bergen never.
So they set up a mirror, and so he roasted
Really?
himself in the mirror. It was fucking hilarious.
That is pretty funny.
He's great. He did a guest spot on that show last night. He's great. I'm sorry. So continue. Jeff Bosey had a great set at the Lark.
Bosey was fantastic.
That show looked really fun. Like I saw all the pictures I saw. It looked like
I'll.
Is that Tom Galati said?
Yes, Tom Galati. Yeah, he and again, I'm fairly new to this, so I walk in. I'm the first one there that's on the show, right? And I'm just sitting at the bar. I order a burger. I'm just gonna sit there, and I forget what game was on, but
World Series. Wait, yeah, it was.
Yeah, I think the Atlanta
nights
game
ago.
might have been on. This was Tuesday night, so
Yeah, it's the game one.
yeah. So I'm just sitting there watching, and people start coming in, and I see a guy on the other end of the bar putting speakers up. I'm like, what the fuck? This is where the show is? I thought there was like a back room or something. So Galati it's a regular bar.
First time doing a bar.
Yeah, that's
show.
what I'm saying. First time.
That's
how new he is.
But that's his. You're.
I'm accustomed to playing Governors and McGuire's and the brokerage. So I
outperformed in this room.
Well, the bar is not much bigger than this room. It maybe 40 people.
Yeah.
So I just turned to Galati.
Only 40 people.
Well, again, but I'm new. So I turned to Galati. I go, this is where the show is? He goes, yeah. I go, really? He goes, yeah. I go, the game. And there was also, I think, a hockey game. They
should turn the TVs off.
Well, and he said that. He goes, they're going to turn the game off. And I go, but in my head, I'm thinking.
But I want to watch the game.
Well, yeah, right. But I'm thinking, but the people are going to be pissed off. They want to watch the game.
Right, they didn't come here for comedy.
So they ended up not turning the TVs off, but they lowered the sound. The show started, and everybody turned, because Tom was, you had to turn from the bar to see Tom. Now, to be honest, Tom is a regular at the Lark. They all knew him. His name is on a plaque for drinking 100 different types of beers, so they know him there. So, but they were paying attention. They turned away from the game. Of course, they'd look up just to get a score or something, but they were paying attention, and they laughed at everything. It turned out to be a great freaking show.
Yeah, it looked fun.
Claire Lowell was fantastic. Brendan, Tommy Farrell.
Was Brandon Lackaruba on that show?
Thank you. I was about to say there was another Brendan whose last name I couldn't remember.
I love Brandon.
He
booked that show last night.
He was great, but
got some fun stuff.
There was a lot of stuff that, for whatever reason, the crowd wasn't getting. You know what? I'll give you an example. He had a joke about women, how girls, their pockets are so small. And he turns to, compared to us, like our pocket, guys' jeans, pockets are deep. And so he had a joke about that. But he says to everybody, how girls have small pockets? Nothing. And he said, you guys really don't know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'm, in the back, and I'm trying to get his attention, I'm trying to support, but I did know what he was talking about. Sallie complains about it all the time. Yeah. But and he even said, how do you women how is nobody acknowledging what I'm saying? And I felt bad for him. He had a couple of moments like that. But really funny. Everybody, I was shocked at how well the night went.
Brandon, if you're listening, stop asking questions.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a no-no?
Questions of the audience.
Oh, see, I thought that would be engaging and bringing them in. No.
Well, and then what? and then what if you got an answer you don't want? You're not prepared for.
Well, you got to be prepared. I mean, that's where your quick wit comes in. That's why you're up there.
He wasn't right. He thought he was prepared, and he said, "You guys know how blah blah blah," and everyone's like, "No," and he was like, "Oh, I have nothing now."
Yeah.
Just write the joke. Just tell the joke.
Emily Santos does a joke about the pocket thing and how she has she knows both sides of the pocket situation. But and so I think there's like an like you don't expect a dude to get up there and be hey, chicks, small pockets, am I right? Am I right?
But I think that's like a funny premise, right? And it's funny to come from the man's angle. So you just got to figure out how to get into that without quizzing anyone.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Bosey was funny because Bosey, the brokerage, Rich Walker was doing something at the brokerage with his stand-up class, and Bosey was helping him.
Right.
So Bosey shows up.
Oh, I miss Rich. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, Rich is great. And so he shows up. Tom puts him on first so that he can run out and go to the brokerage. So where we're doing our set, the door's right behind us. So Bosey finishes up, and he's like, And out the door he goes. It was so rock star to me. Like, I'm done and I'm leaving. Elvis has left the building.
You should have seen the helicopter that picked him up and then flew him.
That governor's helicopter, yeah.
That was the most rock star.
Operated by Mario Bosco. Hey, buddy, I'm a helicopter pilot.
I can fucking do that. What the hell's wrong with that?
It only takes like 3 phone books for me to be able to sit in this seat. But I gotta wear boxes on my shoes so I can reach the pedals.
Yo, that's funnier than anything that guy's ever said.
That was pretty spot on, man.
Yeah, what are you guys doing making fun of me on the radio? Don't you know I know Jimmy Kimmel? I isn't gonna book you anymore if you make me cry.
See, now, that must be weird.
See you in Oklahoma City, motherfuckers.
And I'm out. Yeah, right, he's going to march right in there right now and just pull you out. That must be weird, going to comedy clubs where they don't know Mario. Or do they know him out there, too? Who knows? He's that guy. Hey, man, I give him credit. He's all over the place.
He hustles.
Absolutely, he hustles. He's on TV, and
Good for him.
He knows. He was in the Columbus Day Parade on 2 different floats. It's true.
The going and the coming.
Well, my mind immediately went to the Santa at the end. They needed elves. So, I know, low-hanging fruit. That's where my mind went.
Well, that's a...
Can't help it. Sorry. Not sorry. And other ripped-off sayings.
Honestly, you brought it up. Like, yeah, he works hard. I can't. You got.
Yeah.
I give.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No. That's
that's more important than any of these other non-working hard dudes.
Dude.
No.
Hey, what do you guys make of this Alec Baldwin thing?
Hey, what do you guys think?
What
What are you thinking over there?
What do you say? What do you know?
Oh man, dude, that's devastating, man.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I can't imagine. There's no winners in this. Yeah.
I mean, you know, a lot of people, especially people on the right, hate Alec Baldwin.
Right.
But I don't wish it, and I admit I'm not a big fan, but I don't wish this on anybody.
This is a great opportunity to not be political. Like, and
I thought you were talking about Baldwin, thinking when he got the gun, this is a great opportunity to kill somebody and blame it on somebody else.
Well, the Clintons.
Right. I bet you that.
Thanks, Obama.
That DP was the DP for the Whitewater commercial.
No, did you hear?
No, I
The
didn't.
DP is married to the guy who is one of the main lawyers for the law firm that defended whoever the fuck that the Clintons. That's a real
really?
There's a real it's a crazy like.
Well, and they're saying now that apparently it was real bullets.
Yeah, it's real bullets.
Yeah.
This is
I know. I thought it was
crazy.
a Brand. When I first heard it, I thought it was a Brandon Lee kind of situation where the packing.
Right.
It was a defective bullet.
Right.
Blank. But yeah.
A lot of rounds.
But this is a great opportunity to be like, you know what? No fucking
people.
politics. Yeah. That sucks. And everybody in this situation. But it just goes to show you, people don't care. They're just fans. They're just fans of things.
Yeah.
So if their team does good or a bad thing happens to the other team, woo!
It's because the Astros, they banged on a garbage pail. So Baldwin shot Ghislaine Maxwell's lawyer.
Excuse me, I got to go buy a Catcher in the Rye real quick.
Yeah, because
be right back.
Yeah, because the Clintons were obsessed with Jodie Foster. So...
And that's why they called out Yoko's name first.
Yeah.
Or John Lennon's name is because they were aiming for Yoko.
Yeah,
Did you hear about, because you mentioned Jodie Foster, did you hear about Hinckley, what he's doing?
No.
Hinckley's the guy that shot Reagan because
yeah.
he's trying to impress Jodie Foster.
Yeah.
He's been out.
Also
He's
Jim
been out
Brady.
for a while. Yeah, he's been out for a while.
He's been out free.
Yeah, mostly he shot Jim Brady.
Well, true, yeah. Yeah.
And that Secret Service agent.
That guy is dead too.
Yeah.
Nailed that guy.
Apparently, back in the 80s,
He shot a bunch of...
Devo recorded a song.
Belle Biv DeVoe.
Them too.
I can't get no
Poison.
poison booty. Never trust a fake partner smile.
They wrote a song. Apparently, some of the words were written by Hinckley.
Right.
So now he's trying to get money from them, which to me is just absurd. You were in an insane asylum for trying to shoot the president at the time, and now you want money for. And the song is not famous. In fact, I might even have it.
Well, you saw that little dick loser that wants to sue Nirvana because he's still got a little dick. He's like, "How's everyone looking at my little dick?" It's like it's growing, and like we don't believe it's growing. We have photographic proof.
Meanwhile, that douche was going around reenacting the photo and making talk show appearances, and now all of a sudden it's not a good thing.
I'm for anybody getting whatever they can.
Yeah,
hey,
money.
give it a shot. Like if you can get some money, fuck
yeah,
it.
but to go
especially for a corporation, go get it.
to go so far as accuse Nirvana and them, as, for child porn.
Yeah, you just gotta
get
say
fucked.
whatever. It's sophistic, but
Nah.
talk out both
Douche.
sides of your mouth. Oh, he's a douche. No, whoa. He's a douche. But fuck it.
Yeah, give him some money.
Yeah, get yours while you can.
Yeah.
Well, you can. It's only 30 years later.
Yeah, while you can. He doesn't have another 30 years probably.
His dick's getting smaller again, and he's like, before it gets.
Who's gonna pay for the Viagra?
He wants money. That's what he should do. Have people jump in a pool with him with his dick out and take a picture. You get your own personalized picture with the Nirvana naked baby.
That's
and
get
pay,
sponsored by be like the Blue Chew spokesperson.
Exactly.
My dick used to look like this.
You might remember me. That was years ago.
That was last month. Before I found Blue Chew.
But my dick never got bigger. I need money. Buy Blue Chew. Good times. Good stuff. Good, clean, all-American stuff.
Exactly.
That is wacky. That is
That
wacky stuff.
Wacky.
Did somebody just...
2021. 2021.
Well, that was my favorite. Rich Little did one where it was like he holds because he's doing the Carson impression. There's a catcher's glove, a first baseman's glove, a single, a triple, and Dolly Parton. Takes down and goes, 2 mitts, 2 hits, and one of my faves.
He's still out there doing it.
Well, we saw you because
Johnny Carson.
No,
long dead.
Rich Little, because CBS this morning, right? It was like the Sunday morning a few weeks ago.
I
they
missed
did a
that
whole
one.
profile on
This
him.
next impersonation is of a guy who's still alive.
Yeah, right.
They wheel him out, prop him against the wall. It's him and Betty White, like.
He's
Both
dyeing
are like,
his hair.
"Kill
He's got
us."
the fake tan. He looks.
Oh, really?
He looks like a really bad fucking morgue makeup artist worked on him because he. And this is like it's
Really?
it's dark
I gotta
and
look
the
for this.
hair.
He's wearing dead face.
It's
Rich
is it weird?
Little.
Is it weird though as we get older to see guys like Rich Little like getting so old? Like, is that weird to you? That's weird to me because it's like, oh my god, we're getting
Because
old.
most cultures, the good ones at least, they throw the elderly in a volcano.
That's true.
So you're saying
they
we should
eat
throw Rich
We
Little in a
should throw
volcano?
him a long time ago.
Sally and I just last night we went to see. You guys are gonna laugh at me. But
Mickey Dolan.
we went to see the monkeys, and
Two of
The
them.
monkeys.
well, there's still monkeys. You know,
No,
there's
it's still
still
plural. It
monkeys.
is still plural, but
that's my whole point. Mike Nesmith could barely move, so it's gonna be shortly. It's gonna be the monkey.
Well-
but I'm like, son of a bitch, this guy. Like, I still picture the guy with the wool hat jumping all around, and I'm like, fuck, we're getting old, man.
Motley Crue. Mick Mars
Oh,
is
yeah.
literally on a stick.
Yeah, but he had.
he's always had
I mean,
that.
he's
that
always-
But he's had a
degenerative
condition. Mike
thing,
Nesmith is he's getting old, and he
Yeah,
couldn't
Vince
even play
Neil
the
is
song.
the better example out of
true.
in this.
Didn't he
in
just
that
fall off the stage or something?
Stage, yeah.
And he hurt himself. Yeah.
Poor Vince.
And speaking of the monkeys, I saw Davy Jones fall off a stage once. I laughed for hours. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Christian fell off a stage once, broke his arm.
Broke his what?
Broke his arm.
Oh, wow. Well, speaking of Nirvana, that happened to Grohl. He fell off that stage and broke his leg, and then continued playing, which was awesome. And I saw Melissa Etheridge fall off a stage once too. I laughed.
Right into a vagina.
I wish that would have been awesome.
I saw her fall. She was trying to come through my
through your vagina.
window.
What do you mean?
And she fell.
Through your window. That's a great concert to go to because then you just sit back and watch all the girls kissing each other.
Yeah, we have the internet, man.
Well, yeah, all right.
That's a lot of work.
It was mid-'90s when
I gotta go to an Indigo Girls concert. I'd rather go to the woods and dig under trees to see if anyone left a magazine. Indigo Girls concert.
Because there's no quality control.
I'd rather go to Andrew's house and watch the couple he has chained in the basement fuck than go to the.
That's because I picked them because of how hot they are.
Hot. Cigarette burns do not make you hot.
No, I set them on fire last night. Emolument.
Adam Snare says, "What's up, boys?"
Hey!
Adam Snare,
damn.
who was supposed to be in here yesterday, but instead stayed home. That son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Yep. So so now we'll kick his ass. Now we won't believe him when he says he's coming in.
I spoke to him yesterday on my way in.
Oh, yeah?
On my flight.
Cool.
I was talking to him. I like that guy.
Yeah,
He's
a good
Very-
boy.
Very nice gentleman.
And like Bosie, very supportive of comedy.
Yeah, very supportive.
Absolutely.
Very supportive.
And he quickly made a name for himself down there in Florida.
Oh yeah, he's killing it. Yo, I want to say, I think Adam Snare has a drunk dialing issue.
A drunk dialing issue.
Yes, I feel like there's nights where he's plastered alone in his room, and he'll text me with some shit and be like, I don't and then he'll do it again like 4 days later and be like, did I tell you this already? I'm like,
wow.
Yeah.
Part of that's getting old, though, because I think he and I are approximately the same age.
Oh, yeah.
And 45. I'll be 46 next month.
You're 45?
Yeah.
You look like shit.
I know.
Wow.
No, I know. I've always looked like shit. This is my whole life.
Yo, you look older than Tony.
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't go that far. He doesn't look
You
older.
look older than you look.
Yeah.
I look older than I look, yes.
No, what?
I look older than I am.
Well, you went through a lot.
You know, the war and everything.
Adam looks great. He's 45 also?
Yeah, he's never been married.
Dude,
so he's
that
gay.
helps.
Yeah.
So he's gay?
Is Adam gay?
Yeah, isn't he?
Gays can get
I'm
married
totally
too, Tony. I don't know if you know.
Oh, yeah, can they?
Adam, are you gay? Text me.
And then text me 4 days from now.
And text him tonight.
We're not getting anything.
Well, look at that. He's like immediately going to his phone waiting for a text.
Well, no, my buddy Mark, no. Andrew is not the bisexual comedian from Brooklyn.
Whoa, pump the brakes on that.
The Brooklyn part. Yeah.
No, he's not the one you're thinking of. He's a different.
Totally different. I'm originally from Astoria, which is kind of close to Brooklyn. He's city part of Astoria.
I actually did that. I was
bisexual.
on Percocet. I had a fall and I was all banged up.
Oh, he thinks you're Ian Fidance.
I don't know Ian Fidance.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Either.
He
Sorry.
opened for that's what he's asking. Sorry, I interrupted.
That's all right. I was on Percocet for some injuries, and I did the same thing. Somebody just died out in the hallway.
He's dragging something.
On the Percocet, I made phone calls. I was texting people and saying some really sexually explicit stuff.
Oh no, Adam wasn't doing that.
And
it was it was lighthearted stuff.
But a friend of mine called me the next morning and was a girl, and she was laughing her ass off, and she's making, she's talking about, referring to things. I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, you don't know what you did? I'm like, me? And I checked my phone. Sure enough, I'm reading all these texts. No clue. I swear to God, no recollection of this stuff
behind the
at all.
Percocet.
Yeah.
I feel you.
If there wasn't
crazy.
a Me Too movement, he'd be like, yo, this one time I was high on
Oh, yeah, well, this was years ago. So
Billy's trying to call me. What is up with everybody trying to
Billy
get a
Guy,
hold
put
of
him
us?
on speaker.
All right. Hey, Bill. Hey. It's good. I'm at you're on speaker. Neil Rubenstein and Tony are here.
Tony Walker.
Forgot my name.
Not much.
You only
Not
sit with
much.
me every Friday.
What's up, brother?
Nothing much. I'm on lunch. Fucking bored, so I figured I'd call you.
Sweet.
Are you on the radio?
We are. You're live. Like I said, I have you on speaker.
Oh, all right. Well, everybody come down to McGuire's.
You'll see the great Billy Geyer.
10 p.m.
10. Woo!
Mark, do you want to go to McGuire's tonight?
10 p.m., but I'll try.
I have to pick up Jack Adam at the airport.
Jack Adam.
Yeah.
I like Jack.
Jack's great.
He's
funny.
Very funny.
Yes.
Original.
He is no-fly list, so I don't...
He is on a no-fly list. He's
also-
dropping a car off there.
Also, super bald. Like he's like a 22-year-old boy with like a 50-year-old man's hairline. It's bad. It's rough. I feel for the kid.
He makes up for it in the beard.
Yeah, though he shaved it the last time. Like he was all clean shaven a couple of months ago.
Oh, shit. Well, we'll have to see tonight.
We'll inspect him.
Will Butera let me and my friend in, or do I have to pay $48 on the 2-drink minimum?
You know, I think it's just hanging out at the bar. Nobody ever.
You'll have to pay the $48 and listen to all the 48 comics.
Oh, there's so many comics.
There are a lot of comics.
Do you guys know that? I'm sure you guys know that Facebook group, the Bad Flyers Facebook group.
No,
It's like Bad Flyers, but I'll see John Butera comment on someone else's flyer for being bad, and I'm like, how dare you!
I'm the expert at bad flyers.
Yeah, unless he's coming at it from that angle, like, you think this is bad, you should see.
Hold my beer.
Good stuff.
All right, boys, I'll let you get to it.
All right, buddy. We'll see you later. All right?
Wait, is he on the show? Are you on
Yes,
the show?
he is on the show.
Oh, then I'm not coming.
All right, take care, bud. All right, man.
Billy.
Bye.
So Adam Snare says you lost your Florida privilege.
Oh, come on! I'm supposed to sleep on his couch next month.
I'm sorry, baby.
He can drunk text me from the other room.
Whatever you want me to go down to the Circle K or something? Do they even still have Circle K's down in Florida?
Oh, I don't know about Florida. By me, there's a Circle K.
Oh, okay. Because that was when I lived in Fort Lauderdale for a little while, and that was a lot
Yeah, I
of.
think
I
they're all
loved the
over the
Circle.
place.
Circle K was like what 7-Eleven is now.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. Strange things are afoot at the
something's
Circle K.
something's Circle K.
Where did you perform? You performed last night, didn't you?
Yeah, Canoba Wine Bar. Brandon does a monthly there. Brandon Lockeruba does
Yeah.
a monthly there. It's a killer show. I did the first one. I headlined the first one. I'm sorry, Long Island Comics.
No, you
I
are
closed.
a headliner. You are a headliner. I'm talking about me. I've never closed a show. This will be the first time I'm closing a show. That's not a mic.
The first time you're headlining.
I was gonna say with a bringer. You gotta bring. I gotta bring. You know what I mean? Like if I'm doing a show in Charlotte,
Right.
and I'm the headliner, if 40 people don't come in to see me, there aren't 40 people at the show. Like it's all a bringer.
Right.
What are we? I mean, don't embiggen the wallet of a bullshit producer, but like don't. The stigma isn't the bringer. The stigma is the bringer producer.
Right.
Don't get mad at the comic.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Right,
Like you
right.
like, oh, you have to bring 15 people. Like, well, yeah, if I want 15 people there, then yeah, I have to bring 15.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like it's different. I'm not asking my cousin to put up a flyer at work anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? I post on the internet and someone's like, oh, I really want to see him. And I'm
Right.
like, oh. But it's still the same thing. I don't know.
Right.
Whatever. But
No, you're right. It's the producer. You're absolutely
I
right.
was making a joke though. I don't know. Oh, Brandon is a great show. I headlined the first one. It was killer. Standing room only.
Nice.
Last night was good. All the seats were filled. It was fun. I featured, I guess, for John Campanelli. He headlined.
I've heard the name.
He was good.
And where was this?
Canoba Wine Bar in Huntington.
Huntington,
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so we were. Oh, I didn't even realize that's where you were. I would have maybe after the Monkeys. I would have come down.
Oh, you were at the Paramount.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were me, Capel, Brendan Ryan, and Andrew Bergen were just like walking around the town for a few minutes after the show too. So I don't know who would have bumped into us.
No. Well, that's for sure. I definitely wouldn't have gotten past any of you guys. I would have definitely bumped in.
All right, well, that's a fat joke.
Speaking of fat shaming,
speaking of Mike and Molly,
we weren't actually. That wasn't the goal today, but good job.
What if? What if? This is gonna sound crazy, but what if the mom dies? Like 14 sitcoms.
Yep.
Line them up.
And Bambi.
And Bambi. Every movie. Parenthood. So many sitcoms.
Well,
what if the mom dies? Like, how is that funny?
Well, it's also every like Disney movie.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a premise that I've been working on for a long time, and sometimes I use it as a joke where I'm like, when my wife and I found out we were going to become parents, we decided that we were going to be kind of terrible, but not too terrible, because I don't know if you watch movies, but great parents die. Terrible parents live fucking forever.
That's great.
So yeah,
that's funny.
You ever see the Mick? D from Always Sunny's sitcom?
No.
After Always, during Always Sunny. Yeah, never mind.
I'm terrible for any kind of episodic anything. Me
and my buddy Kurt Fletcher from Albuquerque is like a killer comic. We developed a character. He's a crowd work guy who can't remember references.
That's funny.
He's like, oh, look at these two guys. You guys look like those guys. Who are those guys? What's that movie?
The one that they sing and they dance and right?
The one where the parent dies.
Well, that song.
It'll come to me later.
No, that's not the song from that. That's a song from the other one with the guy. Yeah.
Do you remember that? I think it's a George Burns bit where he's like talking about, he's like, oh, my favorite movie is the movie with, who's that guy? What do you call the flower with the thorns? A rose. Hey, Rose, what's my favorite movie?
See, the Fred Armisen did a during Weekend Update. He did.
Nicholas Fane.
Yes, which is my
guys. I was thinking of you guys when I saw this. Listen, these two. I can't believe it said. Oh my God! If you look to a person,
and
if all of us. If we just look, like if me and you, just the two of us, if we just, and this is no disrespect to you, like, you know that listen, if we were in a room, yo, it's like 5 minutes of that. It's so fucking.
Yeah. Oh, he's great.
Mint.
Very underrated. That guy should be a household
mint.
name.
Yeah, no, Fred Armisen's sort of like the inside.
He's like the other guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a killer.
Like people would call a comic kind of thing that has some success though.
Comic.
That's some success.
I would be so happy to just be just open for all if all my friends got huge and I just got to open for all of them. Ugh.
This sounds like a 10-year-old is like, I want to be a comic when I grow up, and when I do, I'm going to open for all of my friends, and there's going to be unicorns there.
Yeah, dude, listen, I would suck a unicorn's dick. I don't know, that to me, I don't know, like I'm fine. Like I don't need to be
likewise.
I'm fine being the other guy or like helping
Totally.
And I feel like I get respect from my peers in a way where it's like, could you tell the rest of the world, please? Right. You know what I mean? So it's just like, listen, if I just open for Ashley, Tammy, and Sean Donnelly and Liz Mealy the rest of my life, like, yeah, it's fun. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, if it pays the bills, great. Like, I'll keep bouncing back and forth between their tours. Like, great. But you know, it's just not working out quite like that. But.
Well, it's also like with doing like any of the like sketch stuff. Mm. Like, and you're trying to write with other comics, like if you're collaborating, and so many people just want to be.
Oh no, I like the
like to be the straight man is.
I
I'm
love it.
totally about. I'm like, you know what? I'll do the straight. I don't have a problem with it.
I sell the straight so well that I was hanging out with this person recently, and I told them that my name was Cornelius Geronimo. It's part Uruguayan, and I forgot that I didn't break it. And she found out about the Chelsea stuff, and she was like, "Oh, make sure you tell them that like you're diverse." Like,
shit,
and I'm
that's
like,
funny.
"What?" And she's like, "Cornelius," and I'm like, "Oh my god." I'm like, I'm too straight of a straight man.
That's the harder of the.
It absolutely is.
Like, Abbott had the harder job than Costello.
Right. Dean Martin.
Right.
And I think that's why Dean Martin had more sort of success in the comedy end after they broke up. Because, Jerry Lewis, there's like only so much that somebody can be like, right. Yeah.
I feel like my strengths are like collaborative.
Right.
I feel like I bounce ideas well. I love a writing group.
Sure.
And like I don't get jealous like the traditional way. Like I get jealous like, oh, I wish.
Yeah, likewise.
But I don't get like, what is that person? I'm just like, yo, hey,
Good
can
for
I
them.
open?
Yeah.
I mean, I just constantly ask my people, just acquaintances. I'm constantly like, can I open?
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's all. I don't.
The worst I can do is say no.
Right.
Yeah.
When I do my murder mysteries, I'll show it to some people and I'll get, some ideas. Well, why don't you try this or do that? So I've done some collaboration. I've never done a writing session for stand-up. So how does it work? You go in with an idea, other people kind of give you tips, so then it's still your joke, or does somebody who like takes over and does the most of that bit, do they get it?
No. If you're presenting the premise, like,
Right.
so like if it's just the three of us right now, it would be like, hey, Tony, what are you working on? And we'll give you 15 minutes on the clock. What are you working on? You're like, I'm
okay.
working on this bit about Sallie masturbating with my fake leg. And you're like, all right.
It's every day.
And
Right.
we came up with
We riff.
do you have one that doesn't talk? That joke, whatever, the make it vibrate.
Right,
like
right,
those
right.
jokes from before, like those are all your jokes.
Yeah.
We gave you the
Yeah.
jokes.
That has.
And
I
then-
don't want those at all.
Yeah,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
he comes to me and I'm like, oh, I was working on this thing about Irma and the tornadoes, and you're like, oh, well, what if it? Oh, like my buddy Josh gave me a tag for that where he's like, at least in Oklahoma City they're nice, like everyone knows your name, the mailman, the barber, the guy from FEMA. And it's like, oh, that's a great tag.
that is a
Thank
great
you.
tag.
And like, he's not gonna go write a tornado joke now. He wrote that
Right.
for.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, I think it's important to get people that know your voice, though.
Yeah.
Because like that ends up being a hindrance. Like when you're like if I'm pitching a bit like about tornadoes, and then like someone's like, and then you fucked her. I'm like,
Right.
I can't tell you how many times you come off at an open mic and somebody's like,
oh, just try, and now she's your girlfriend.
she's fat.
Yeah.
Like Art Schill.
Like, what if?
Art Schill once told me like, you should say that your wife is fat. Like he literally said that to me right after I got it. I'm like, but she's not, and that's I don't find that's not funny to me. So I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah.
Though usually it comes out as like the scene in Papillon where he sticks his head out after he's been in confinement, and he's like, "Hey, how do I look? You look good. You look good." Like that's how I'm like, "Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, okay, maybe I'll do that."
That's why I miss Mike Calcagno so much, man. Dude, writing with him was like,
Oh yeah, he's funny, man.
he's so fucking funny.
Way to go, Florida.
He totally got me. No, he lives here. He just
Why did I
has a
think he
kid.
moved?
And
Oh, so he
job
just
and-
got out of comedy.
Yeah.
Oh, for some reason I thought he moved. Oh, so he's. Oh, wow! I didn't realize he was out of it completely.
Yeah. And then when I was doing my farewell show, I was like, will you come do one last show? And he was like, no. I'm like, ah!
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was freaking
He
funny,
was great.
man.
And I loved working with him.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Right.
I mean, like you guys see, like
Never heard a bad
we
word
do
about him from anybody.
Sketches all the time. We like
Right.
do shows together. Like we produce together. Writing with him was so fun. Like, and just like still occasionally there's like a text, "Is this funny?" And it's like, yeah, man, of course it's funny. You thought of it. You're very funny.
Yeah.
Like,
See, that's the relationship I have with Billy. That's
Right.
It's like I don't do his kind of comedy. We're sort of in like the surreal end of things to a certain extent.
Sure, yeah.
But you know, we'll sit there and I mean, there are horrible things that we end up coming up with because we're starting off in a pretty dark place,
Right.
to begin with.
but he's like more aggressively.
Well, he's
dark
like,
than
like
you, right?
yes.
So that's like an easy divide too, where it's like, oh, I can't say that.
Right.
You say that.
Yes.
Okay.
You know
Right.
what I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I like, and I don't know. There's a lot of kids out here that I like writing with, like especially during the pandemic. We had like some good writing sessions.
Is there any difference, being in Oklahoma or, or wherever the hell you are, because you're not here anymore? Is it different working with comedians in other places than here, or is it just people are funny
if
and
your
funny?
sensibility, yeah, no, people are funny. In Oklahoma, like my music friend group, I will pitch bits with them a lot because they're very funny, and they're not stand up, so it's like different perspectives.
Yep.
And then I can put that through the Neil filter and usually get a little nugget.
Oh, that's interesting.
So those guys are fun to bounce stuff off of. And then I'll do a writing group with I'll try anybody, I just enjoy talking about
Whore.
Oh, whore.
Sorry. My throat closed at the end, so
I thought you were saying
whore.
whore. It's actually
whore.
It's horm.
So my accent.
To horm am I fucking? It's horm. To horm.
The horm meatpacking.
To horm am I fucking?
Heir to the horm meatpacking fortune.
Watching the wheels spin here.
Something's there.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it go.
Well, I love confusion. That's one of the things I love. I love confusion humor. When people really.
So you like not being funny?
Yes.
Okay. You're crushing it.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you.
Dude, that's. Who's not headlining at McGuire's today?
Yeah, baby.
Who's paying $48?
Who's just hanging out at the bar? That's what Jack always does.
Who's not going to be allowed in because I made a joke about his flyers? Oh, this guy. I don't know about this guy. Butera's the guy. He's not the pizza place guy.
He's not that pizza place guy. Butera
He is
did
a
have
pizza place guy, though.
Yes, he was. Yes, that used to be, and there's a part of his family that owned the Butera's restaurants.
Okay, I feel like I've met him a couple of times.
Probably, he's a nice guy.
Right. Yeah,
he is a
absolutely.
nice guy.
Yeah.
And I know Adam speaks very highly of him. So.
Yeah. Well, it's funny that the flyers, Adam does the flyers for.
Oh no!
Oh, does he? Yes. Oh, I didn't know.
Because then, it's so fucking great.
Oh, is that why he
Adam
said
just
that?
wrote, "Good thing nobody listens to this, so they can't hear Neil Rubenstein trashing me."
Oh man!
I thought you were just it was kind of like a bitish kind of thing.
Yeah, but see what Adam did there, though. But then he attacked my show, though, by saying nobody's listening to this.
Shots
so
fired.
this is just going to be like a all-out rumble.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Adam and give him a hug. Apologize.
I am so sorry.
I know, as good of a guy as he is
I
today.
have sinned.
No, I'm kidding. Those flyers. No, Butera. Oh wait. Oh, you remember Butera? No, his flyer. I'm talking about the other guy.
No. You know what? I realize now.
About Aragon.
That the other one.
That's a different guy, right? Oh, it's the same guy. No, those flies are cool too.
You do those too? Oh, man.
I mean, who did this? Who did this logo? I mean, obviously, I'm a terrible judge because I don't think this is good.
Oh, I'm off my meds. I get all, you know.
What was in this? Creatine.
You know, I just saw a dark bottle. I thought it was root beer. It's actual beer. And PCP apparently.
What the hell is sodium monoglutamate?
That's a preservative.
God damn it. Nerd.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, I am a nerd. I am a nerd.
All right, so where you heading next?
So I'm in Connecticut tomorrow.
Cool.
Thimble Island Brewing.
Good old Thimble Island Brewing.
Love
those
Ryan, the dude who I don't know if he still books Comics Roadhouse. He used to book Comics Roadhouse. That's how I know him. I know he does like the contest there still, but he does like all the breweries up there, and he does City Steam, and he does.
Is that the guy's name, Roadhouse?
No, Ryan.
No, he said Comics Roadhouse is at Mohegan Sun.
Mohegan Sun. Yeah.
Oh! I did not know that.
He's a great guy. He's always been super cool to me. Like we're friends outside of comedy, and whenever I'm in town, he's. What do you want to do? I was like, oh, come, yeah.
And the best way, the best way to find out where you are, what you're doing.
NeilRubenstein.com, or the link tree in the bio on my Instagram and the link tree in the bio on my.
And what podcast do you have? Because you had like 8
I don't
at
know.
one point. Do you Neil reviews it? Are you still doing those?
I'm doing like reviews occasionally.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't seen them regularly. I love those. I love those. But you have some other one with.
I'm doing so me and Andrew started a podcast. It's a video only on my YouTube channel. It's called Want Beef, where we just like discuss a food topic. But me and Andrew haven't been in the same room. I mean, last night we were in the same room for 5 minutes, but we haven't been in the same room in forever. So
Well, now you're in for it.
Who's
now
this?
you're in for it.
Who's this?
Go ahead, get him. Get him. Go ahead. Turn the volume down and go yell at Neil. Turn the volume. Yeah, now, all right, you turn the volume out. Now go ahead. Go yell at Neil.
We've got the headphones on.
Go ahead. Hello.
Yo, Tony.
Go ahead. Go yell at Neil. Go ahead.
This is like
Mr. Rubenstein, what the fuck, pal?
Who is
Adam.
this? Oh, is Adam?
First of all,
how Long Island is your accent? First of all, let me get a glass of water.
So he totally fits in Florida.
Yeah, totally. He's like, yo, let's go listen to Billy Joel and drink some coffee by the water.
So the lights go down on Broadway.
Sorry, Adam. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible person.
I'm getting rid of my couch. You're not sleeping on the couch.
I'm actually.
There's just an empty room. Just like I threw all my furniture.
I'm currently covering it with lighter fluid.
I hate terrorist flyers as much as you do.
Wait, what?
He hates the
I
flyers.
don't like you terrorist flyers either. I have no creative control over the
You
flyers.
can't listen. You can't win. There's 48 comics on the flyer. How are you gonna? I want all their photos. I want all their credits, and make sure their credits are better comedy clubs than where we're going to be performing.
Yeah.
The worst part about not being up there is I don't get to open up for the vampire puppet guy.
Oh, jeez.
That's breaking my fucking
I'm going to kill myself.
That would be another great take.
I want to die.
I'm mainly right now doing. I'm going
show.
through. We miss you, bud. I was disappointed to hear that you weren't going to make it.
Yeah, I'll get up there. Just wasn't the right time.
No, I feel you.
But good luck. Congrats on the closing gig.
Thank you.
Headlining, baby.
And Mr. Rubenstein, I'll keep you posted on Florida.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you, buddy. 2 months.
You got it.
All right, man.
And Tony, people do listen to your show, and
damn right they do.
He was
Right
being
now,
very
4 people,
spiteful.
including me.
listens, and well, I gotta go.
Good. All right. There we go. I hung
Take
up
care.
on him then.
Good times. Good motherfucking time.
All right, and you're headlining McGuire's tonight after the Chris Monty show. So your show is what, 10 o'clock start?
It's 10 o'clock seating, 10:30 start.
Nice.
Are we like kind of plugging right now?
We're about to.
So I'm opening the Chelsea Lynn, who's Trailer Trash Tammy. I'm opening for her one trailer park at a time. It's called. I'm doing the OKC dates, San Antonio dates, and the El Paso dates, and then I'm hosting Tulsa Looney Bin next weekend, and then I'm in McCurdy's featuring for. Hey, would you blow me?
That guy is great.
I'm featuring for someone at McCurdy's in December, so I'll be in Florida for a little while. I'm doing like some other bar type shows and stuff while I'm down there.
Should we take bets on how long it is before he moves back?
I don't think he's going to. This sounds fantastic.
No,
this is a really good setup for you.
He's coming back.
Not coming back.
Yeah.
No.
Dude, even just getting off the plane today, it was just agita. Yesterday, I mean, just the worst agita. I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate that New York understands what the word agita means, but it's not. I can't. It's too much here. It's just yeah.
Dude, and you know, on sort of the meta life kind of things, sometimes a move like that to completely sort of not be in the, you know, it's almost like with addicts, people, places, and things.
Yeah.
Like different place. It's good. It's a mentally healthy thing to do sometimes. So.
But all right, you're a perfect example. But you ended up coming back.
I came back, yeah, but I needed to get the fuck out.
Were you ever saying I'm never coming back, or
no?
Or you didn't think that far ahead?
I didn't think that far ahead. First of all, but
well, I'm not gonna live long enough to come back. So that's the main thing.
I'm here to say goodbye.
Yeah, I will be dead.
Like actually, goodbye.
Yeah, I will be dead on the side of a river before I move back. Yeah.
I'm laughing because I don't want to cry. Yeah. But yeah, it's a you know, you follow life like, you know, I hate the fucking like doors shut and windows open and whatever, like just like things like
you know, they're like,
let me just go.
God opens a door, closes a window. He's like,
You
yeah, I don't know, man. God has a stand your ground law now. He's just not letting me in.
Like,
he's just gonna shoot me on
Can
sight.
he just like transport me places? Like, doesn't he have like that kind of power? Like, poof, I'm just somewhere else. Like, with not opening. See, I love whenever you're talking about like a like somebody's kid, and you know the saying, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I always like to be like, yeah, you know, and he's like that because, you know, something about apples and relative gravity.
You guys know, yeah. You guys know Tom Crescenza?
Yes, I love Tom.
So funny. He was on that show last night too. He's so funny.
Tom is great. Because he was at the laugh off the round because he closed the show. Before he goes up, he hands me his bag. He's like, Andy, could you hold on to this?
There's drugs in it, dog.
Yeah. and I'm like,
I'm gonna smoke them later and ruin my voice more.
It's my stash. I don't trust anybody else. And I'm like, okay. So then he goes, he performs, comes back, and I'm like, I'm the kind of person where I'm like, where's Tom? So I can give it, like, I don't want to be saddled with it. I don't want the responsibility of this.
When the cops come in, yeah.
And
right.
Well, and he starts, and he's talking to like everybody else and I'm like, and Jack Adam was standing there with me, and I'm like, I have to go fucking give this to him because my entire existence is tied to to fucking guarding his drugs. Like, where did I go wrong? But yeah. But I love Tom.
Yeah, I think he's so funny. He has a really great, like, I tried to work on a death metal bit, and it like was like so like superficial and gross. And I remember working on it, and Andrew Bergen was like, Tom has a death metal joke. And I'm like, well, it's probably different. And he's like, yeah, it's different. And like, he kind of made me feel like mine was like a superior bit. And then I saw his bit, and I was like, no, that's like it was like real and like brought up childhood traumas. And mine was like, people people like dogs. I was like, no, that's the better bit. But we were like pitching street jokes. We were just like telling this is, I don't know why this.
No, I feel you.
This is from 35 minutes ago. Right. Rewind to 12:02. Watch 1 minute and then skip ahead to 12:37.
Was that the we were at an open mic? Actually, La Caruba had an open mic during the speakeasy times in Hop Hog.
Yeah, at the base batting cage.
Yeah. so we're there, and they didn't tell me until like
only Brandon La Caruba could walk into a fucking sports complex and be like, sure, yeah, we can set up right in front of the pitching machine.
But I show up at it, and they're like, "Oh, we're roasting Tom. It's his birthday." I'm like, I don't have any fucking how long it takes to like write a roast joke or whatever. So the only thing that I worked out to be able to say was I got up and I was like, all right, I wasn't prepared, fellas, but I will say that Tom reminds me of the kind of guy that would my daughters would bring home, and they're 9 and 7.
That's good.
So, and I'm like, that's all I got, and I love you, so I can't.
That's really good.
So. All right, we're gonna
get the fudge out.
Thank you, pal. Good to see you, man.
Oh, thank you.
Please stay alive so you can come back.
Nah.
Not permanently.
I have no interest. I really
in coming back or living?
I live
Either. I gotta be perfectly
it's
honest.
Such a slog.
I just want to be over. The asteroid
I've
hit.
done it. I had a great time.
Right.
Like I knocked it out of the
bucket
park.
list is empty, huh?
Really. I mean, there's a few things, but I'm not going to get to them.
I mean, realistically.
Like no matter how long.
I mean, Christy Brinkley looks like shit now.
So. Yeah, by the time I get to Jennifer Tilly. What a prize.
Yeah. I'm going to throw my back out digging the fucking grave up.
Is she dead?
No, but that's how long.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I got it. That was good. That was a good joke. No, I thought
You went too dark.
Yeah, and too
He's
hot.
in Oklahoma. They're slower. They don't get the jokes
Can
anymore.
I tell you that's a very nice pace. It's a very
No, the Midwest is chill
nice
as fuck. Yes.
pace. It's not slow backwards.
It's too slow for me.
It's just slower than here.
I almost moved to Ohio once, and
Well, Ohio's bad.
I was out there several times. It was like,
Did I ever
it's
leave Ohio?
too slow.
You know, it's
just
very
too
high
slow.
in the middle, and it's.
I
hate Ohio.
I am.
No
Oh,
offense
you
to
hate
anyone-
Ohio?
And no offense to anyone in Ohio.
Wow.
Love your guys.
I love Ohioans, but I don't like driving through Ohio.
Yeah, you know the worst.
Especially
I hate
northern
driving
Ohio.
through Pennsylvania.
Yes,
Yeah,
me too.
because it just
80 all the
never
way
ends.
in nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yep. And that's where all the bad accidents are too. It seems like if there's just a touch of bad weather, that's where you see the 18-wheeler on its side. Or
And you
something.
know, while we're on it, Wisconsin smells like shit. Because all the dairy farms.
It does.
And that's what the first place where I saw like.
And you know what? California, their avocados aren't even that good.
Go down to Mexico and they're way better. Water rights. Am I right? Am I right?
Oh, South Dakota has a pipeline. We're roasting the 50 state.
Utah, why don't you marry someone else?
Your capital's
2.
Your capital's Montpelier. What does that even mean?
You can't peel the air, you asshole.
We're gonna elect a 90-year-old Jew as mayor.
Nashua, more like Boston North.
More like Nashmia. This is the worst content.
But we're releasing endorphins, so that's all that matters.
This show, much like my life, is just running out the clock.
It already ended. We just haven't actually ended it yet.
We know exactly when it's going to end. We're just waiting for that time.
Good stuff.
All right, I'm hitting buttons. Everybody have a great weekend.
Buttons the clown, you fucking sick fuck.
Follow me on Instagram.
There you go. Follow me on Instagram.
Follow Neil on Instagram.
Follow Neil and Andy on Instagram.
I don't ever go on Instagram.
All right, never mind. Good thing I tag you on, when. Yeah.
I saw that.
Oh, okay. And that's it for the weekend. Nothing on Gov's podcast this weekend. Live from the Green Room returns next Saturday, the 6th. And then Sallie and I, hopefully Sallie will be here on Monday. Because it sure is a hell of a lot better than these. No, I'm kidding.
We miss Sallie.
Yes, we do miss Sallie.
Get well soon, please.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, get well immediately. Because get well soon means suffer a little longer.
Yeah.
True.
Like, I want you to get better, but
just not right away.
I would like you to.
I need you to really stew in this.
I want you to appreciate when you're well.
The surgeon
just a little bit more than what you would feel now.
The surgeon did say that one temporary side effect that could happen, not definitely, but could happen, was the loss of her voice for 2 months. And I went, yeah, like that. And the surgeon.
But her mouth's not wired shut? This is a double win.
Well, then he said as the voice comes back, it'll be raspy. So I was like, all right, let's open up that sex hotline.
Yeah, hot.
Nice.
And with that, we say goodbye. Everybody have a great weekend. Again, nothing on Govs until Monday morning when Sallie and I are here. Right? Yeah. That's it. So we'll see you Monday morning at 11. Have a great weekend. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Neil. Thank you, pal. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Good to see you, man.